I'm ready.
Okay. Give me your first and last name.
Charles Cavalier.
And spell it for us.
Charles-Cavalier.
Tell me about Montreal Jackson.
Well, Montreal was one of the best guys that you ever gonna know. He was very well versed on a lot of subjects, very outspoken, and he was just a general good guy. I mean, he had a good personality, a good disposition.
And you told me that you're his uncle by marriage.
Yeah,
Tell
by
me
marriage.
about your relationship with him.
Well, he from birth, I was always around him all the time. Matter of fact, I babysitted, kept him sometimes because I was very close with his mother. We always stayed at, he stayed at our house and things, so I helped raise him with him from day one. When he first came in the world, he had him as a newborn. And he's just been the same guy ever since, as long as I can remember, always very mannerful, and whatever you needed, he would just always give you a good answer if you asked him something.
And you told me you wrote the letter of
Yeah,
recommendation.
he came to me during the time when he wanted to get on the force, and he said, Uncle Charles, can you write me a letter for recommendation? I'm thinking about joining the police department. I said, yeah, I'll be glad to. And I didn't have to make up anything. I just wrote from my heart because I had been around her from a small baby. And he took the letter and went on, and later on he got hired. I think that was in 2006.
And you said he loved being an officer.
Yeah, he really loved. So if he died, at least he died doing what he loved to do. That's the good part about it. So, it's sad on the family, everybody, but through God's will, we'll make it. God's help.
And tell me what is going through the minds of the family right now. I know it's shocking to everyone.
It's just so surreal. I mean, we were kind of in shock, because it kind of, it's just hard to, to imagine right now that he's no longer going to be with us, but it's hard on everybody because it's something I totally unexpected. He knew he had a dangerous job, but he never expected things to be, like this, but God has a plan for everybody. So all I could say, we lost Baton Rouge, lost a great man.
What do you want people to know about him?
He's just going to truly be missed because if you needed him to do something, he always did it from his heart. He wasn't phony, and what you see is what you get. That's how he was pretty much. He was just that kind of person. I'm not being biased because I can honestly say from my heart how much he's helped me in different situations. I would go into different little things and all that. He was calling me, always said okay.
And tell me when you learned of his death today.
Well, I found out his brother had called and said that he may have been shot. We didn't know definitely at the time. Later on, they called back and confirmed that it was him.
You said you were walking in church?
Yeah, I was about to go to church out in St. Francisville, and I got the call that he was, that I was with him, and about 30 minutes later, we got the call to confirm that he had passed.
And you went to the hospital?
Yeah, I went directly to the hospital after that. Like I say, the mayor and the police chief and all was there, but he died there.
And they were saying he was a great father. He was excited.
Oh yeah,
about being a father.
He cried, like his wife said, he cried when he found out that he was going to have a son, and he was so excited. The baby looked just like him. And just, like I say, it's such a tragedy loss. But he was great, and he loved his kid and his wife and family. And we saw him last. We all had a family get together on the 4th of July at his house out in Denver. And we had such a good time, but so you just never know when it's going to be your last time.
What do you remember from that day?
Well, we just laughed and played spade, and I remember beating him. He tried all he could, he never could win. As a matter of fact, me and my partner won every game. And they said I'll get you the next time, and so that was pretty much it.
And they said he loved the sports. And
he loved his Pelicans, and I think the Saints. I was always teasing him. I said my Cowboys gonna win. Oh no, they don't have anything. He was crazy about his New Orleans Saints. And he always went, he had season books for the Pelicans. As a matter of fact, I was going to show him I was going to catch a game this season, but we, of course, that won't happen. But because he had season book or season tickets for the New Orleans Pelicans.
And also he loved to travel. Tell me about that.
He went on vacation. He went to Las Vegas. He went to Jamaica. And he had a trip planned to go to, I think he was going, I want to say North Carolina, somewhere he was planning on going. I think tomorrow he's planning on going to Texas, I believe, to see his sister just on a little vacation. They shall get together. And he loved his family. He loved his brother, his mother, and his grandmother. He loved his family pretty much. Just like I said, I wouldn't exaggerate. He's just a total good guy. And it's shocking. All I can remember, like I said, from day one, he's anybody you talk to know him, he was so well mannerful and respected. You don't get that these days with the young guys too much. So that's the sad part about everything.
Anything else you want to add about Montreal with this great tragedy?
Well, all we can do is just ask the community to come together and just pray for Montreal and all. We lost some other officers also. So we just ask that you all just please pray for everyone and just hopefully we can one day everybody can heal and try to move on. You move on, but you never forget. We all lost. A part of all of us died with Montreal, but we have to go on and just try to keep his name alive, memory alive, and try to help his son and do the best we can.
And were you fearful with everything that has been happening these last 2 weeks?
Well,
did you talk to him?
I talked to him. As a matter of fact, I called him last Sunday to see how he was doing. He said, "Well, I'm tired. I was on vacation. They called me in, but hopefully I'll be off after a few days." And I think he's planning, like I say, going out of town. But he told me he was tired. He had worked, I think, like 18 hours. I think he said he was going home and get some rest. Because I told him I was here to see his mama's house, and he just said he's going home and rest. That was last Sunday. That's the last time I spoke with him.
Were you fearful with everything that was happening, or you just knew that he knew how to take care
Well,
of himself?
I knew he knew how to take care of himself, but I mean, but I knew it was a dangerous job. At any time, something would happen. But I knew he was very smart, so he knew how to protect himself. In a situation like this, was nothing he could do pretty much. He knew the dangers of the job also, but he loved it. So, if you die doing something you love, I guess that's the way it is. But he will be truly missed, though. I will say that in the family, because they don't come along like him every day.
So far, everything here in Baton Rouge has been peaceful, so far. Just talk about kind of how the community is dealing with this, especially when you tack on this senseless act of violence.
Well, I don't. It seemed like it all started. I never thought I would see Baton Rouge like end up in this way with all the stuff that's happening. Because I'm not trying to judge. I don't know who did what or what happened or how, but it just all seemed like it just got started and just won't come to an end. And hopefully we can get back to being one community. All lives matter, and hopefully we can just move past all of this, because this is a tragic loss, and I mean it's just gonna take a long time to really to try to heal. And all the other guys, all over the world that lost lives unnecessarily, just so sad. And I thought I'd never see Baton Rouge like this, but hopefully like I said, one day that we'll be able to just say one Baton Rouge. And it won't be any color so much, we all can just live together in peace.
All right, thank you so much.
Anything else you want to add?